Hi, my name's Sophia. Welcome to this tarot love reading. Welcome to this community. So the energy I was getting was properly a new start in love. So the proper was very interesting to me, meaning that before you may have been with your person, but it wasn't towards fully commitment, let's just say. So the energy I'm getting is that although it's a new start in love, this is about you sticking to it. And you might think, no, my person needs to stick to it. I feel some people coming back, your person's coming back, and it's like you may say, okay, I want you to come round every Saturday night. Hopefully you don't say that and you give them more flexibility, but just say you say that. And he's like, okay, we agree with that, right? And then they come round and then they're going to slip back, and it's about you sticking to it. Because I think previously what the issue was, you had red flags, the universe telling you, people telling you and stuff like that, and you just ignored it. And then it came a time, the tower comes in, death, rebirth and all that. It's like, well, we're giving you hints that there's something and you're ignoring it. So the towers come in to separate people. Now it's like, hopefully you've worked on yourself. I feel you have worked on yourself. So well done you. And they're coming back. So when they come back, you'll be like, right, I want this, whatever. Hopefully it's not too much. And, you know, you kind of worked with me or the community to kind of might make it quite, you know, fair, let's just say. And they go, okay. And then, like I said, it's then the point of, you know, what, in 3-4 weeks, he lets you down and stuff like that. This is about you getting into your masculine, the Aquarius age. So let's see what's going on with this. Look, the Aquarius age with this tarot love reading. See what's going on. The collective, this tarot love reading. Oh yeah, there it is. Like I said, fairness as well. So, okay. The thing with the feminines in relationships is that, well, first of all, well, it's both sides, to be honest. We both feel, especially a heightened connection as of you with your person, we both feel that they think the same as us. Where if you have my sex mastery program, I talk about, which is quite out there known, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, completely different energies. So this is about you thinking, well, it should be fair. They should know I don't want this, and like they should know I don't want that. But masculines don't think like that. And this is what this is doing. So because they don't think like that, you have to rise up into your masculine to align with them, to tell them and point out what you perceive as the obvious. And stop thinking it's obvious, because it's not obvious. Because I promise you, lots who's watching this video has brought an extended reading. But in my eyes, and now hear this, it's like, what does that do? Obviously, obvious, that's not going to get you your person. But you still go and buy an extended reading, even a tarot reading. That's why I do image readings, counseling, programs, because tarot is your potential. How you reach your potential is through image readings, counseling, programs, do you see? To reprogram what you keep bringing into your reality. So the Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, happiness. So like I said, this is about you, what I just spat out there, about you keep repeating patterns which keep creating heartbreak. And this is about when your person comes back after this heartbreak, you being in your truth. This sword here is up. To me, swords up in the air means truth. Down means deception, lies. So this is about being in your truth. But when it comes to your heart, you're indecisive how to make this fair with this Libra justice balance here, right? And then this is to do with, I think that's Capricorn. Is that Saturn, which is Capricorn? This is about, well, trying to control situations, even your person, by saying, no, you should come on a Saturday, you should come on a Thursday, whatever. If you go through my playlist and I talk about my person, how it was slowly. And I didn't used to say, well, initially I did. That's what I'm saying. Counselling helps because it guides you baby steps because you're in some kind of control way of doing it from a belief or a tradition. And I was when instead of just allowing him to come towards you, getting to know you, and then they're like, okay, this person's really cool, and then come towards you even more. So there's two sides with the two swords, right? The choices, twos are choices. So there's some of you that just keep allowing your person and ignoring the red flags, red, and then there's others that just get pissed off and keep arguing. It's not about that. Putting in your boundaries is like, okay, you've been coming around here now when you want to. So after, 6 months, depends on your individual situation. That's why counselling one-to-one helps. And then I'll say, okay, now you can step it up to this. All you've got to do is say, listen, you've been coming around enough. Maybe I can have notice, or maybe one day we can do date night. You don't have to argue. For fuck's sake, we never do date night. You just come around and shag me. You don't need to do it like that. That's what this is. This is teaching you how to push things forward and stop creating this heartbreak situation. And you might say, no, it's my person who does. And like I say, masculines are different than feminines, and you need to understand it. You need to balance out your masculine to stop this heartbreak by setting boundaries, because they're coming back. The wheel's coming back. He's standing up there. Look, he's coming back, right? Your person, he or she, doesn't matter. And because Jupiter is Wheel of Fortune, which is your spouse, your person, your divine connection. There's Jupiter here. It's to do with you moving. Look, Jupiter, once again, look, your person here, Jupiter, your happiness. It's moving towards your happiness. That's what this is. But it's for you to do it. Underneath this is, after you've had the heartbreak, 3 of Swords, this is 4 of Swords. Jupiter again, once again, divine connection, and this is your person. This is clarification. How many times? 3 times in this reading already, that this is your person, and this is about, how many times is it going to say about balance as well? This is about balancing out and making things fair. Like I say, if you talk to me, especially when you do counselling as well, I can pick up your person's energy because they're you, so it's very good. Although I can pick up energies dead, far out, living, whatever, far from you, doesn't matter. But generally, they're right there when I do counselling with you, and I can pick up to see if what's happening and how they see their perspective of it. So this is about, the heartbreak has happened. You're now, kind of resting, because this is about stillness, right? Resting after that, right? And this is about a death and a rebirth, because this 4 Swords always reminds me of the death card. A death and a rebirth after, or things, birthing things into a different way of doing it when your person comes back. Because Jupiter's here all the time, is your person. He's coming back. And this is about, like I said, fairness. So that's about the relationship coming back, but this time more fair, more proper, as you would say, a proper commitment to your version of it. It's not about the masculines taking the piss out of you. It's about you not saying it and perceiving that they should know the obvious. This is very important, right? It's particularly with, say, I'm not on my person's WhatsApp, right? This is actual true. Now, he's got WhatsApp. I don't know. He's in and out with WhatsApp. I don't even know, right? But I presume he's got WhatsApp, because sometimes he says he talks to babies, mums and his kids on WhatsApp, right? Now, he hasn't added me to WhatsApp. I've got WhatsApp, but only to check out my daughter. I don't go on it for anything else, right? She puts up some pictures and I go and check out her pictures. He's never said to me, do you want us to, chat on WhatsApp? Or I don't even know if there's a group. I don't know about social media. I'm a bit out of the loop. Here's my point. He's never said, oh, shall I add you or whatever to that social media? It's for me to say, well, can I be on the WhatsApp? But this is what you would do. Well, I've got WhatsApp. You've got WhatsApp. You've got other women on WhatsApp. Why won't you put me on WhatsApp? Do you see? But the other women might have asked him. You see? I'll share my, people ask. This is about doing it properly this time, and you getting into your masculine and saying things. And you don't have to say it shitty. Oh, I've got WhatsApp, you've got WhatsApp, share your thing, put me on it. That's it. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. So I haven't asked him. So that's why I'm not on his WhatsApp group or WhatsApp whatever. I don't do WhatsApp with David. That's my point. Do you see? This is what this is about. How many stuff that's happened because you've ignored the red flags, which created heartbreak because you didn't want to deal with it. Oh, I didn't know. Yes, you do know. You do know natural life. Some go completely overboard about, oh, I want him here on a Saturday. I want him to meet the family. I want to get married. I want to move in. If you're on that level, that's going to create so much drama. Four of Wands, which is 1111, which is the twin flame, the divine connection, is about freedom. You've heard this saying, if you love something, you let it go, then it comes back because you give it the freedom. He's over there bound and tied, such as you, bound and tied to religions, traditions, other people telling you about whatnots and stuff. Same there. When you're free of that and get into doing what you love, right, you be still, stillness, and focus on what you love instead of praying to God and doing some religion and tradition, right? Do what you love, then it becomes fair. This is about fairness. Like I said, the center card is fairness. And once again, Wheel of Fortune. This is your person. This is about proper relationship, proper union, whatever you want to call it, by you. This is about balancing out with the scales here. I call these the scales of love. It's supposed to be heart and mind, because emotions, heart and mind, balancing out your heart and your mind. And if you think about your person, oh, they're too logical, they're always thinking, they're overthinking, they're analyzing this. But this is about balancing out your heart and mind. You are all, well, realistically, I'm your lover, so I should be on your WhatsApp. But logically, it's like, well, you didn't ask him, right? And then there is other people who like, well, logically, you should see me on Saturday because I'm a girlfriend. But when it goes to the scale of the cups, it's like, but emotionally, he might want to keep the weekend free to see the kids because the kids are at school, so he can't see them Monday to Friday. This is about balancing out the fairness and starting again, a new start at a proper relationship or union, whatever title you want to call it. Seven of Cups is making the right choice. Delusions, your way of doing things before was delusional, right? And it's like, okay, I'll give a little hint, you know, I'll just say, oh, I'm on WhatsApp, you're on WhatsApp, that's it, right? Not getting to the point. You know, people, for example, when I met my person, I was like, I think I probably want to get married. I thought about what I wanted to say when I started to date him earlier. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get it out the way and let me think about what I want relationship. I don't want to start. I didn't know he was twin flame when I first met him, right? Some people kind of know, you know, straight away. Couple of dates, I was like, listen, I think I want to get married. I definitely don't think I want any more kids. And you know, got it all out the way. What he said is, yeah, I want to get married. And he's like, I'm not sure. I do love kids. I know he's very kiddified. But he's like, but, you know, it's not a big thing, you know, for him because he has kids already. Do you see like that? And I was like, you know, we was talking about where's he going? He said he wanted his independence. He wanted to live for himself. He's never lived for himself, blah, 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 right? But why I'm saying that is because initially he said, yeah, I want to get married and I do want to eventually live with a partner. But first, I want to live for myself, blah, blah, blah. But this is what you would do. Okay, do you want to live together? Yep. And that's it. You'll leave it, right? This is about pinpointing specifics. So I knew that when David lived for himself first, then, like, after a certain amount of time, I was like, oh, okay, now you've lived for yourself. I remember that conversation. Do you think when you move out, when the contract ends, you want to move with me or you want to renew your contract again? Do you see? This is about you standing up in your masculine and making it. You're just doing little bits of this, one cup here, a little bit from this one, a little bit from that one. It's delusional. This is why your person comes casual. You see, with a hood, with a hoodie, he's casual because you're casual. But this is about, like I say, choosing the one cup of the Empress here. Empress, once again, planet of Venus. Planet of Venus is Libra. This is about getting balance in your life and moving forward and having things fair, and your person will pick the cup as well towards your happiness. underneath there's communication coming in, and as I've been saying with this reading, this is about how you communicate. Mercury's going retrograde, so be careful because of there's going to be communication, and be careful that you don't, because some people, when they book me, I can't get on to book you. PayPal's not working. Well, first of all, PayPal's a massive company, so what's the likelihood? PayPal not working, or you, Mr. or Mrs. Independent little laptop not working? It's you. And secondly, I ain't PayPal, because people email me. Retrograde Mercury is about communication. People think it's just words. It's about communication. So you communicate through the internet. So the internet may be difficult. And why I said careful is, well, it's not about your words. It's about thinking correctly with the fairness, right? And emotionally thinking, right, correctly. But also that if there's a delay with a text or something like that, find out, you know, remember there's a Mercury retrograde, and say, okay, you know, maybe I got your text long or wrong or incorrectly, something like that. This is what this is saying with this. This is 8 of Wands, which is quick communication, which is the internet. Is how quick is the internet, right? I can talk to you and you're halfway around the world. It's swiftness, right? But this is about how you communicate to move this situation forward. So I'm going to clarify with a couple of cards. I've been doing a Kabbalah pick a card. I think I'll attach it to this one, but I'm not sure. But I'll do a Kabbalah one as well, and you'll see in a minute. If you like the Kabbalah pick a card readings, I do sell the Kabbalah, and so does everyone on the subscription list. Kabbalah is tarot, the story of your life. And with this Wheel of Fortunes coming out, it's your person as well, which is the tarot. Right, so let's see what it's got here. Look, a message based on truth, intelligence and ambitions. Right, this is from your person. So this is Page of Swords. Also, they could be watching you as well. So this is about, like I said, with balancing out intelligence, logic with emotions when it comes to your person. Trying to, and that creates fairness. And this one, look, if not, it's back to this. These two cards are very important. It's 3 of Swords is heartbreak. The wheel, you see? Wheel of Fortune. The wheel goes forward or it goes back. So it's either you push it towards your happiness, right? Or it goes back, or it stays still, because you're going back to the old patterns of not speaking or arguing or ignoring. Then it goes back to the 3 of Swords. So that's what this is a kind of a clarification of, be careful of heartbreak and pain and disappointment, because your person's coming back and you don't want to repeat those same cycles. Let me just grab another card. So I've got these Kabbalah ones. Like I said, if you like the Kabbalah or you want to learn Kabbalah, please watch my pick a card readings. I like the pick a cards because you're a light worker, so you need to be tapping into your intuition instead, and especially with this reading about over logicating, same as your person, overthinking things, thinking things too much. It's about going with not necessarily your gut instincts, because that's the lower sacral chakras, your intuition. So that's why I'm starting to do more pick a card readings, so you can start using that quick intuition and go off that. So let's get another clarifying card here. So it's a good reading. It depends what direction you push it here with the push this wheel forward. Okay. So I'll just read that. I won't go too much into these cards. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. See, 4 of Cups, Five of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, I would say this is about going back to this in and out energy, because the Knight of Wands is known as that casual, like I said with this Seven of Cups, casual. So it depends how you do it. Now you might be so pissed off with your, oh no, I've had heartbreak, so when he comes back I'm definitely going to be sticking to it, right? But like I said, yeah, come back in a month and let me see if you're still sticking to what you said you was going to do, because this is about trying to stick to it and putting up your boundaries. It doesn't mean that it's bad when he comes with the Knight of Wands, because this is Tiferet and this is the center focus of the heart. Sorry, outside window open. This is the heart chakra, heart center focus of the tree of life. All pathways in the tree of life lead to the heart. So when your person comes in and out, you go into your heart space. That's what this is about, right? The Four of Cups, this is about, will you go back to getting fed up with your person of this casual in and out and being a secret and not sticking to it, and all this with the Cancer here and the Moon of this skirting around the houses. This is about they're coming back proper, but you sticking to it and guiding you. Allow me to guide you if you need the guidance to stick to this, because the Four of Cups is about boredom, getting fed up, and the Four of Cups is also a person who has the Three Cups and looking at the Ace of Cups. Well, he's not looking at any in my deck, so it's like, be careful, because he might, if you're not pushing this forward, then he'll go back to that third party of other people's interference telling him what to do. See, this is Saturn, which is control, and this is getting the strength to come away from that. Come away from that controlling energy. Now you might say, yeah, baby's mum's controls your person, or his mum and dad controls him, but what control do you have of yourself? What control do you have of love? What control do you know? Do your kids just ask you constantly for money and just, a nightmare? There's an element of control. This is about control within this relationship. This is red, blue and yellow as well. So it's green that's missing here, which is the emotions. Sorry, I was just looking at this. No, the green is, oh, you're earthly. The colours, you're earthly. So this is about grounding yourself into a proper relationship, a physical relationship. But the Nine of Cups here, this is Nine of Cups. Your person comes with his 1 cup, which makes it the 10 of Cups, which then states a new stable relationship. Also 1111, which is commitment. But 111 represents freedom. That's what it represents in tarot, and which is why you resonate with that number all the time. 11, 11, 11, all that twin flame thing is because it represents freedom. So this actual reading is creating heartbreak because there's an element of control, which is the opposite of freedom. So this is what you need to be working on. Highly suggested. So let's see what your person is thinking and feeling. Like I said, if you like these cards, please check out my pick a card. I normally do pick a card with Kabbalah cards and teach you about this, because Kabbalah is tarot. You are tarot. Tarot is the story of your life. Tarot is a fool's journey. The fool's journey is connected with Kabbalah. So let's see what he's thinking or feeling. This is absolutely, he's coming back, she's coming back, a proper relationship. I made the wrong choice, so I don't know. That depends on your situation. You might know that your person went and done something which he now feels that it's the wrong choice. And yes, I'm sorry that I lied to you. A lot of things are hidden here. And a lot of stuff is truth frequency is at the moment. So what's been hidden, all the lies and deception is now coming out. So that's pretty much what yeah, there's been some lies, but the Seven of Swords is generally, like I said, you're lying to yourself as well, thinking that they can read your brain and that you're just going to go, okay, come and see my family. If you don't say, I want to see your family, you know, and they go, yeah, of course you can, right? And you leave it. Okay, what about next week, Saturday? This is about half. This is about middle ground, but this planet's polarity, there's a black and white pillar of the tree of life, right? This middle pillar is invisible in the tree of life, but it's about balancing out with the temperance, plus with the justice card, right? With the two pillars here, the black and the white here, right? This is about balancing out to make it fair on both parts. If you struggle with that, or you haven't had an upbringing like that, that could be an issue. Or if you're watching tell lies to your vision programs that programs you that you meet your sweetheart in college, then he proposes and you move into this house, he goes and be a doctor or a solicitor, and you make muffins and cakes indoors, spit out 3 kids and a dog. That's what the television programs you to believe. That's what you could be. Like, you know, oh, I love you, I want kids, I want a marriage and all that with you. I'm like, no. In fact, if you're listening to this, I just, well, my sister told me, actually. She tells me all the latest stuff with celebrities. What's his name? Ben Affleck and J-Lo, twin flames. You see, they got together, drama, completely different, aren't they? And then they separate and then they get back together. There's going to be more twin flames. And I just put Justin Bieber with this other one. And it's interesting because they both had twin flames previously and then they didn't recognize it. Then they had another one. The universe does do that sometimes if you reject the first one because it's too much drama. Or if one passed over, you do get... Like my sister can get her twin flame because her one is died. But J-Lo and that, you see, they separate, they have their life, but then they realise they're still bonded and they're tied together. So this is about this community helps you to get together because it doesn't matter. You can go and live and have kids and get married. The same with J-Lo and that Ben Affleck. Both separated and had kids and got married, but they pulled back together. And that's what it does. Instead of having that, it does nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm saying is that can help you to slowly go forward and understand your connection better. I doubt as if they even knew they were twin flames, but you see the connection and you see how it is compared to a soulmate, just normal, but that's not saying they're better or less. We're better than them. I'm just saying compared to an average relationship, it's different. So you want to move forward with this. They're coming back proper, but if you stick to it, it's very important you understand this element of it. If you need help with that, email me or someone in the community to help you, or just go and book a reading or something like that by the programs. So I hope this reading helps you. Speak to you later.